Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's loose up the left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Second down and 8. Off play action, it's Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Right back to him on first down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage. Throwing on first down is Minshew.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Second down and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Go ahead.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Jackson going to keep it running right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Jackson. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
22 yards there, a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6.
They got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Jackson, option right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That'll go for a gain of 7.
And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A first down carry for Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeout stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tucker's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
pressure too much. Down he goes.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Minshew. Eluding the pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40.
Off the option, here's Henry. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Henry.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes. as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll push the lead up to 8. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Minshew, 1st and 10. And he crossed up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Minshew sets to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 4th down, Minshew. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And this one's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Minshew not coming off. They'll try and go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a give to Henry. Pushes him over.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Report.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Looking deep here for Flowers.
And that's caught inside the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. They'll run out of the gun, and this is going to be a reverse here. And he will get into the end zone. What a call on the reverse. It's a touchdown.
It's a risky play to run down here in the red zone. There's a lot of moving parts, the chance of a fumble. But this is executed perfectly. The defense just did not pick it up, and he winds up taking the reverse into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
46 yards. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak.